Have you ever looked at your cat or dog and thought, maybe I want something a little different? Well, you're not alone. While most homes around the world have the usual suspects, cats, dogs, hamsters, and maybe a parrot or goldfish, there are some people who crave a bit more adventure in their pet choices. And today we're diving into the fascinating, often surprising world of the most unusual pets people have ever brought into their homes. Let's begin with a small, spiky companion, the African pygmy hedgehog. These little creatures are bred specifically to be kept as pets. Smaller than their wild cousins, just around 8 inches long, they're quiet, scentless, and unlike forest hedgehogs, they don't hibernate. However, they are still nocturnal, spending their nights exploring and their days sleeping. Despite their cute appearance, they are not vegetarians. Hedgehogs enjoy protein-rich diets and happily munch on high-quality cat food. Insects like mealworms are their absolute favorite, but here's a tip. Never feed them milk. It can upset their digestive system and make them seriously ill. Now brace yourself because things are about to get creepy. Imagine someone keeping cockroaches as pets. Sounds wild, right? But we're not talking about those pesky kitchen invaders. Meet the Madagascar hissing cockroach. Named for the hissing sound it makes when disturbed, this insect is surprisingly docile and clean. Native to the island of Madagascar, these cockroaches can grow over 4 inches long and weigh up to 50 grams. They love warmth and humidity and will happily feast on fruits and vegetables. If one escapes its terrarium, don't panic. They're harmless, non-aggressive, and pose no danger to humans. But some people take exotic to a whole new level, keeping crocodiles as pets. Yes, you heard that right. While most of us would run in the opposite direction, a few brave souls choose to raise crocodiles in their homes. These reptiles, even in captivity, retain much of their wild nature. They rarely grow larger than 8 feet in domestic settings, but they can still be aggressive. Their diet includes meat, of course, and they'll devour pretty much anything they're offered. Potential crocodile owners must be absolutely sure of their decision. It's not a pet for the faint of heart or the inexperienced. Then there's the iguana, a pet that looks like it came straight out of a fantasy novel. With their dragon-like appearance, iguanas have become increasingly popular. These reptiles can grow up to 6 feet in length and weigh between 10 to 20 pounds. Handling them takes care. They have strong claws, powerful tails, and may bite if they feel threatened. But once tamed, an iguana can be surprisingly affectionate, calmly climbing onto its owner's shoulders, observing the world with slow, blinking eyes. They thrive with proper care, space, and a bit of patience. Now let's talk about a creature that looks like it came from an animated movie, the meerkat. Native to Africa and part of the mongoose family, meerkats are full of energy and curiosity. Many cultures believe they bring good luck and protect against evil. In captivity, they adapt surprisingly well. Playful, social, and affectionate, meerkats don't need cages. They prefer roaming freely through the house. They're known to get along with cats, ferrets, and small dogs. They're smart and observant, and they'll quickly become part of the family. Just don't be surprised if you find them watching your every move from a high perch like a living room ninja. Spiders, especially tarantulas, are another odd choice that some people find irresistible. While many of us instinctively shudder at the thought, tarantula owners appreciate their quiet, low-maintenance lifestyle. These large arachnids spend most of their time hidden in burrows or crevices. They don't need much space, but their enclosures should be secure. Nobody wants a surprise tarantula loose in the living room. Feeding them is simple: insects for smaller ones, and even mice or frogs for the larger species. But caution is key. Many spiders are venomous and should be handled with care, if at all. So, what draws people to these extraordinary pets? Maybe it's the thrill of the unusual, maybe it's the bond formed with a creature so different from the norm, or maybe it's just the joy of saying, Oh, you have a dog. That's cute. I have a hissing cockroach. In any case, these unique animals remind us that companionship comes in many forms, and sometimes the most unexpected creatures can leave the biggest impressions.